Hi, I'm going to try to see if I could increase the space, not space, the processor speed. I know we did it in Raspberry Pi, but when we go to the operating system, does it actually do that? Let me click. So when I double click, it rotates the screen, so I don't have to go into setting and stuff like that because I installed the button mapping that the last video I was talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and press B and exit out the game. Press A to enter. Okay. So right now what I'm going to do is to see, using the mouse plugin, I want to see if I could actually see how exactly the processor speed by going to the setting. The CPU's overclock. Because I know I overclock it, but I don't see any result in playing the. I don't see any result when I was playing the pinball arcade. So I'm gonna go to the system, and the video that I was talking about, the person who created that put this together with the Android 10, the beta version. I download that and I put it on a 64 gig, but I still have the same problem where I cannot. The image will not allow me to automatically take the full amount 64 gig. The image is 8 gig, and it only utilizes 2.6 gig. But this one is almost a full 8 gig because he put all the stuff in here and application to make this thing work. So going to advanced setting, and here is the one where I saw from using the other one. Let me go to advanced setting again. Okay, here's the place where the display resolution, people was asking like, well, can I change the resolution, stuff like that. So let me change the viewing angle so you guys can see this. And sorry, let me adjust it again. I got it too tight, can't turn this. You guys good? Okay, need to turn more. There you go. Alright, so here is the display. Those of you who want to change it to 720, I don't know what's the purpose of it, because the game itself does not really slow down at all. And right now it's rotating 270 degrees by me pushing the button. And somewhere over here is here's the HDMI. So you could change to something else, like using the 3.5 jack. Because before, when we was doing the screen, if it doesn't have a HDMI, the sound wasn't coming out. Because RK1Up mod, the video is coming out from another source, so there was no sound. So you could play with this here, see if that will help. So that's the audio. Remember, we could the sound wasn't coming out. So I have another one plugged in, which is 3.5. So let me try that, see if that will actually sound will come out from my my amplifier. And then that's the graphic, that's the rotation. Let's go down and see. We could see the processor speed. Okay, so that means I was correct. By overclocking using in the config.txt, it didn't really do the work. It didn't really do the job because it's still in 1500. So there was no increase on the speed. So I'm going to click on here and I'm going to select 2000 megahertz. Megahertz instead of 1500. So now it is running 200. So we're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and reboot it and see if a setting's still there, and then we could go back to the advanced settings system and see if everything's still good. So I'm gonna press the the power button. And right now I still can't figure out how to map the key function where I could just tap it. I have to still use the mouse to push the button to turn it, to shut it down. It just gave me a power button diagnostic, menu, but instead it didn't give me an option to just press and physically turn it off. I will have to Google it on Android. I'm not expert in Android, so I don't know how to do all that. So if you do, please give me a comment. Let me know if you could how you go about doing that. So when we boot, it automatically go vertically. So I have the button set up where I could push the button and rotate it so I could see it better. But since I'm going to test, well, we're going to look at it first, and then we're going to test the pinball to see if the pinball arcade, does it actually perform better. Because I know Zen performed very well, but what happened if we overclock it? Would Zen pinball go crazy, and would the pinball arcade be normal? You know, which the play time is the ball going down stuff, would it be normal? You know. So right now both Raspberry Pi config.txt is overclocked, and this is also overclocked. See, the screen automatic change, and then it's gonna automatic load Zen pinball. But I wanted to go to the setting, but I can't do it now till the pinballs actually started. But I could rotate the screen. So let me go ahead and rotate the screen, and then we could rotate it back. But that thing is still trying to load the pinball. Let me see if I could pull the setup and just look at it real quick. I guess I can. Oops, see, the pinball started already. And I can't really exit out until it started, so I could press B button. You roughly need about like how you say it, 6 button total if you counting button. Now you do need two small analog, which the one I purchased on the arcade for the Android joystick. It does come with 2 analog. So one is for direction, and also for nugging, meaning that you could nug the pinball, like tilting it. Because if you nug it too much, it will tilt the pinball game, meaning that you're shaking the pinball. And the machine is made where they don't like people to shake their machine. So if you do that too much, they will tilt it and you lose the ball, so you lose your quarter pretty much. So they want to prevent people doing that. But sometimes that's the fun of it, is to tilt it, because the ball is not going the direction you want. So you tilt the machine so it will you're able to go to the flipper, to the white flipper and stuff. All right. So I don't know if it's overclocked yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and exit out the game first. And this the red joystick doesn't really do anything. The one that actually do the work, I'll show you the joystick later. So let's go back to the setting, and let's go to the system. So I'm going to click the mouse and drag it up. I'm going to go to the advanced system. That's not system. Now, if you want to know what's going on with the Raspberry Pi, that's where you want to go to find out what operating system is. Android 10. Let's see, we're gonna go to advanced. You guys seeing all that? Good. Then we're gonna scroll up again, and we're gonna look at see if it go to advanced setting, and let's see if it's overclocked. Yes, it's still overclocked. Now we're going to, I forgot to see if my speaker is working, so we're going to play the game, and I want to see if it's coming out from here or it's coming out from my amplifier, because we changed it to an amplifier. So we're going to go back, And we're gonna go ahead and use the joystick for. So now we're gonna tilt it back to vertically, so we could play the game in a correct upside down mode. So let me zoom it back out and let me change the direction. And we're gonna put the joystick here. See, now I could put it down lower without affecting me. Tilt it for more of a degree. This one doesn't have that. Not like that. My tablet have a little thing to grab onto it, so it's sliding back up. Not good. Okay. So this is the one I was saying that it doesn't really. It only do left and right. Mainly is for the button, 6 button here is mainly for like arcade stick. The only button you use is 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. But I think my L2 is over here, the viewing angle. So like if you want a viewing angle, I don't know which one is the viewing. Oh, I haven't started pinball. Let me start a pinball first. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the. Now I could exit out the game because I have the button set up, so I could exit out this game without any issue. Where before I do have issue exiting out the game. Oh, the speaker is coming not from here, so that's good. So we figured out how to get the speaker working. Here's my amplifier. Let me get my speaker out of here. Stuck on with all this wire. So it's coming out from my speaker. So that's good. That means that we could use Arcade 1-Up ConstaKANG Galaga and use the amplifier without have to use the screen that have the speaker. That one have a screen built in. I mean speaker built in. But I want to know if it work with the amplifier. That one is plugged into the Raspberry Pi. So by me changing it to a 3.5, the speaker will work. Okay? So it's not coming from here. Alright, so now I could turn it down without I could turn it down without have to touch the screen on the side. So let's go ahead and start the game. I really don't like to play Frankenstein. Let's try the black hole. I want to see if a performance is any better. No, does it actually play better? Because the speed, the ball going down wasn't fast. The flipper is fine, but the yeah, the ball still travels slow. Yeah, so there's not much I could do other than increase the speed already. It looked like it's a little bit better, but it's not. I don't know, is it because it's lack of disk space which creating this problem? Because I remember one time when I first installed it and I started playing, it played fine. But after I started downloading more pinball table, the speed started doesn't play well anymore. Oh, I am playing Frankenstein. Let me get out of the game. Now, one thing is, if you don't use the button mapping, it's real hard to get out of this game. So if you press A and say, yes, I want to get out, it still come back to this one. Then you press, try to exit out the game, it doesn't exit out. So I have the button to go back. So when I press it, it go back. So that's pretty cool. How come it did not start the black hole? That's weird. I thought I select black hole. So he went to Frankenstein. Oh, it didn't really pick it. It just highlighted, but it didn't pick it. No, that's going back. Oh, I choose random play. That is kind of weird. It's not picking the one I pick. That's weird. It's jumping. This one is like scrolling page by page. Okay, well at least we try. Let's try a different one. Let's see if it will let me download it. Okay, because I did clean up the space, so it did let me download it. I don't know if it's gonna kick me out because last time when I downloaded it, okay, it's good. Let's see if this one make any difference. Maybe just the game. No, it seemed like it's all the games like that. I mean, the flipper is very active. It's just the ball of the speed. I wonder if we could adjust it. If anybody know, let me know. Maybe the game itself, we could adjust the speed on the setup. Because the pinball playing like the ball is not fast enough. It's just slow. I mean, the flipper is fine. It's just the way the ball, the speed of it is just slow. Even though I already overclock it, as you can see. All right, let's get out of the game. This to me is a waste of time because it doesn't really get out of the game. And I don't know why. Let's go to options, see if that do anything. Control. Tilt, touchscreen. Type A, nudging, position, control mode, plunger. I don't know. Vibration. This is like if you tilt the screen, it will actually. Oh, this one does not allow you to tilt. I mean that if you nudge the screen, it will say you can't do that. It will actually tilt, yeah. All right, so that doesn't do anything. So I'm gonna exit out the game and I click yes, and it still go back to this. I have to use the mouse. If you don't have the button set up, you have to use the mouse. Okay, so I want to see if there's any setting I could do that maybe make the game better. Detail high. Mapping is on. Off. I wonder what that means. What's MIP? Mapping. Texture high. I wonder if I turn that off and turn that normal, turn that low, would that improve the speed? All right, let's go back to the game. All right, let's see if by me changing the normal and lower speed, would it make the game play better? Or maybe we could change the resolution too, like lower resolution for maybe the pinball arcade would run better. Maybe the graphic is, but I did overclock it. All right, pull back. Nope, still slow. Yeah, that's slow. Okay, so let me exit out and try something else. Let me just press the button that I have set up so I could just get out. Oh, I still need to choose exit first. Oops, sorry. Okay, now press the back button, and back button. Okay, so let's try something. Let's try. Well, let's try the pinball, the Zen pinball. See if that 200 megahertz create any issue, because we don't want to damage the original image. We're trying to add something more to it, but we don't want to mess up the original setup. Let's try this middle one. I haven't tried that one yet. So load time still about the same. Turn the volume higher. All right, let's move the mouse out of the way. It's kind of in the middle of the screen.
Land the ball in the nest.
See the speed of this ball, there's no issue. It's perfect. Then I'm trying to change the view angle. Okay, this is the view angle. Y is my view angle. So I could change it to
Land the ball in the nest.
all right. So let's go ahead and press B. No, press this button. Oh, sorry, you can't see the button. So press this button to get out. And all right, then I have to choose home. Yes. And to get out, I just press the B button, and that's it. See, the mapping of this joystick is also good for Zen pinball, so no issue. The pinball arcade is the one have issue. Now what we're gonna do is change the resolution to lower resolution and see if the pinball arcade would it perform better, since we already increased the overclocking stuff. Let's see, display. I think we still have to go to the display default. Yeah, we have to go to the other portion, the system. So we're gonna go to scroll up, go to system, go to advanced, go to advanced setting again, and right here display resolution. Let's preferred. What's prefer mean? Display resolution prefer. Huh. They have one called prefer. Does that mean it's gonna follow what the game wanted? Where is that? Display, rotation, yeah. Preferred. Huh. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's try. Somebody suggests a 720. Is it 720 by 480, I think? Alright, let's try 720 by, and then let's get out. I don't know, we need to reboot this. So, let's try see if this will help. No. Still like a baby pushing the flipper is fine, it's just the game ball is so slow. It's moving in slow motion. Nope, doesn't work. Alright, that's all I want to show you guys. Yeah, change the resolution. I might have to try to reboot it and see what happens.